Okay, so how much have I sold 1 year on? What I'm going to do in this video is revisit October 2023. I'm going to have a look at what I put onto my eBay store during that month. And now it's December 2024, so I've got enough time now to have a look back at the past year to see how much of that stuff that I put on in October 2023 has actually sold and for what sort of profit or loss. My name is James Smith and I run channel JR74. Please like, comment, subscribe to your heart's content. And this video is one that you need to watch. That's quite a bold statement to make, isn't it? Anyway, in this video, as I said, I'm going to go back to October 2023. Now, why am I doing this? In my in, on and gone videos, take a look at my channel. All right. What I do is I go through everything that has sold within the past 7 days. This channel's all about education to do with reselling and eBay. I want to give you knowledge about what products sell well, okay, and what products don't sell so well. So I have a section on my in, on and gone videos all about the gone. Things that I've sold within 7 days, promoted at 2%. But that's obviously not everything that I sell. I need to tell you about the other things that I sell that take longer than a week. I am beginning to filter some of those products into my videos, but this video is really taking 12 months as a decent time period. And I think it's a good time period to talk about because to me, if I source or buy anything, I am looking to sell it within that 12 months. You've gone through the 4 seasons. You've gone through each and every month. If it hasn't sold within the 12 months, then maybe you really do need to have a good look at what it is that you have and really think about how you can shift it on. I've been doing this now for just over 2 years, so there is a bit of a car boot bucket starting to form, which I'm going to take along to local car boots in the summer and see if I can get some money back that way. So in the remainder of this video, I'm going to go through my figures, okay, in terms of percentages, in terms of how many things sold, how many things haven't sold, what sold for a profit, etc., etc. What I actually put on. No, I'm not going to go through each and every product. I'll just go through how many shirts, how many trainers, etc., etc. The best profit, the best percentage markup, the stinkers, the ones that I made a loss on, because there always will be. There always will be. My philosophy is to try and get things shifted as quickly as possible. I've got a pretty decently sized shed here, but it's not huge. So really, my philosophy is to move things on as quickly as I can. So if somebody comes in with an offer on one of my products that gives me a profit margin of probably between 50 and 100%, I will take that. The shop is starting to grow, and that is definitely seen by looking at these figures from a year ago. My figures now are quite substantially bigger, nearly double from the figures that I'm about to quote you. So what are my figures from October 2023? Well, during this month, I put on 50 products. I'm close to 100 now. So even within the last year, I've really looked at what I'm buying and also the listing process to see if I can actually reduce the amount of time while maintaining the same level of accuracy. And there is certainly a video in that. There will be a video coming out soon about how I list and how I've changed how I list. But that certainly has come out looking at things like this. It is worth going back over your previous data just to see how well you were doing and if you are actually starting to grow your store. From those 50, 43 were sold, 7 unsold. So that gives me a sell-through rate of 86%, okay, which I'm really, really pleased about, I've done one of the videos before, I think it was from June 2023. So this is the second time I've done a video like this. Look at my channel. I've got a link to my channel underneath in the description. And I think the June figure was 90 something. So I'm round about the same sort of figure there, which I'm really pleased about. 2 sold at a loss, 41 sold at a profit. All right, so that's good. All in all, on all of the products, I spent £252.97. I got back, after fees and postage, this is £425.49, which is a profit of £172.52. So from that 1 month, from 50 products, I've made £172 profit. What you've got to remember with this is that this is my side hustle. I am blessed that I've got this wonderful facility, this shed that I can put some stuff in, and I can nip into charity shops on the way home from work. I can also source on Vinted, which is something that I've been doing a lot more this year, and I think is one of the reasons why things have grown. Okay, why I've got more things in my shed. But it's something that runs alongside my main job. So £172 profit, 43 products sold. That is exactly £4 per product. Now, at the moment, I'm now selling 2 to 3 things a day. So that's, and I'm still at that margin. So if you're thinking about it, it's 12 things a day, and that's beginning, or £12 a day, sorry. So, and that's beginning to grow. I'm round about 2 to 3 things. So if I can get another, if I can get to like 4, then that's like, what's that? So that would be £16. Okay, so you're looking then at nearly £500 a month. So it is starting to grow. You might think that £4 doesn't really sound a lot. It's not bad. It's not bad. Exactly for the reasons that I've just said. So then what was actually put on in October 2023? Okay, let's go through this. I'm not going to do it as a conveyor belt across the screen. Okay, I'll just read it out. 3 shirts, 11 pairs of trainers, 1 drill and charger. Okay, 1 DVD, 3 jumpers, 3 pairs of shoes or boots, 1 bike saddle, 2 golf polos, hobbies sell. Remember, I keep saying that. 2 jackets, 1 cycling top, another hobby, 5 t-shirts, 2 pairs of trousers, 3 pairs of jeans, 1 pair of ski trousers, hobby, 2 pairs of football boots, another hobby, 1 football shirt, the H word again, 1 game, 1 pair of swim fins, 1 baby monitor, a pair of hair curlers, 1 coat, and that makes up the 50. So there you have it. All right, that was everything that I put onto the store during that month. It's really interesting actually looking back. I mean, a year doesn't really seem like a long amount of time, but my goodness, it's really struck me that I have sorted, I haven't solved it, I haven't like totally smashed it, but I reckon I've at least halved my listing times, and that's had a huge effect on the amount of stuff that I'm putting onto my shop. And I think round about this time last year I was at about 150 things on my shop. I'm now at 230. So it's growing, little bits. Okay, I could, you could, if I was doing this full time, it would be far bigger. I'm sure of that. I would be able to source a much bigger premises. And to be honest, me growing this, the big idea is to do exactly that. But with a mortgage, with a wife and with 4 kids, I can't just go in there and just say, right, I'm giving up work and we're going to do this. I can't do that, but I am beginning to grow, and they're seeing it grow as well. At the moment, all the money I make from this I either put into an ISA or for trips away on holidays and stuff like that. So yeah, it is a nice welcome bonus. Now, what made the best profit? Okay, in that month, in October, what made the best profit? Okay, I had a pair of Chapman & Moore Oxford shoes, and these made me a profit of £16. So that is a good brand to look out for. Okay, I also had some Diesel Larkey jeans, okay, which made me £13.79 profit. Okay, again, these are well above the average of £4. And also a pair of Nike Air Max 95s. These are only a size 2 though. They were quite small, so really they were kids trainers, but they got me a profit of £12.99. So yeah, I think the Chapman & Moore boots, they cost me about £6-7. The Diesel Larkey jeans, again, for a pair of jeans I wouldn't normally go above £6, so I think these were priced at between £5 and £6. And the Nike Air Max, I remember these, they were £2. I made a really good profit margin on those. Okay, really pleasing. One thing that you learn from doing this and from looking at previous data is basically how much you should spend on things. You know, there are some charity shops, there are some outlets that will price things really high, especially if it's a name brand. You've just got to learn just to keep those on the shelf. Okay, the secret is to find things at the right price. Sometimes in charity shops things are a little bit more expensive and do require a little bit of research. There's a couple of things that I've got this year. A pair of ski boots springs to mind. They were Dahu ski boots, DAHU, on for £25 in a charity shop, but they were brand new. So by looking at them and by doing my research, I got them and sold them for 65. So yeah, there's opportunities there if you are willing to take them. In terms of markups, okay, the best markup I had was a giant bike saddle, which I picked up for £1 and made 698% profit on. Okay, so that's a great markup. Considering that I'm happy with between 50 and 100%, nearly 700 is brilliant. Okay, so I was really pleased with that. Also, the Nike Air Max 95s that I just told you about, their markup was 649%. And with those, I also got a pair of Nike Air Max 2090 TD Volts that again were a size 2, and they got me a markup of 628%. Super duper. And what about the things that didn't do so well? There were a couple of losses. Okay, as I said, there were 2. One of them was a pair of trainers. They were a pair of Puma Shuffle Perth trainers. Okay, I paid £8 for them, and they just didn't shift. And then somebody came in with an offer, and I was like, yeah, I'll take that offer. If you look at it like this, that money that I spent, the £8, okay, £2.98 loss on that. So let's just say I got 5 back. I can then reinvest that 5 and then try and make up the gap. Okay, that's the way that I look at it. That way you're not holding out for a profit on each and every product that you sell. If you do hold out for a profit on each and every product that you sell, you will need a very large storage area. And if you're just starting reselling, you will soon learn this quite quickly. Also, you'll begin to stunt your cash flow. You need cash coming in to go and buy new things. So sometimes you just have to bite your lip and take a loss on something. And on these trainers, that's exactly what I did. Also, there was a Ping golf polo that I paid £6 for. And this taught me that not to go over a £5 on golf polos. And also, it wasn't sort of like the modern wicking fabric. It was like a cotton top. So yeah, it didn't really set the world on fire. Okay, and I got an offer coming in, and I took that offer. And then finally, a drill. I paid £15 for a drill. It was a Makita 18-volt drill. Now, I know now that really the 24-volt ones are better. This one made me £1.50. I paid £15 for it and got £16.50 back. So not really much made there. Well below the £4 average that I'm actually having. But, you know, that taught me that there's not many drills that I pick up. But what I know from this now, if there's a Makita drill for like £7, I'll pick it up. Okay, if it's an 18-volter. If there was a 24-volt at that price at £15, I would pick it up, and I would expect to make a little bit more profit. So there you have it. I don't really want the videos to go on and on and on. It was just a short, sharp, just little reminder that you've got to look at things long term, and you've got to look at long-term growth, and you've got to be constantly reviewing. As I said, I've got a plan for the things that haven't really sold. I will be taking them to a car boot. They still have value. Another thing that I could do is just put them on an auction on eBay, which, if you think about it, is probably the world's biggest car boot sale. You know, put them down to £1, see if anybody takes. You can also you can set up a promotion as well. Anything that's been on your store for over a year, you can knock, say, 80% off, all right, and just try and get it gone that way. You know, okay, yeah, you are loss leading there, okay, but you could be bringing eyes to your store, and that's what you want. In terms of growing, that is what you want. It's eyes on your store that grows, okay? Right, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. I've quite enjoyed actually doing the research for this video, because it's really made me realise just how much has changed in the past 12 months. It's quite scary, really. Okay, have a good week, and I'll be back over the weekend with In, On and Gone number 31. Don't know what I'll call it yet, but I'll certainly call it something that's positive and to do with reselling. Cheers. Bye-bye.